Iron Trader, it is hump day, which means it is crude day. Now, the API report came out last night at 4:30. Crude had a build of 1.6 million, but gasoline had a draw of 2 million. Distillates had a draw of 1.5 million, and Cushing had a draw of 0.2 million. Now, remember, the EIA report will be out today at 10:30. We'll see how that all shakes out. Okay, so as usual, we're going to look at here at crude oil and here at natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look here at Tesla because their earnings here are today after the close. Okay, this video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy selling stock market ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Tesla, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, I want to show you this thing first thing. So if you're trading this today, you'll have all day to figure out what your plan is going to be here, okay? So just a couple things here now. When they had their actually production, they were actually down on the production. The robo-taxi, if they can get it going, I think it'd be good. But remember, they have an AI play. Now, we got to see what the earnings are. Now, no one's really expecting anything, but, you know, Tesla, they can surprise you. So always be aware of that. Or the other good thing about Tesla is a lot of times the stock will drop, and that's a good buying opportunity to take a scalp. Okay, so here's what we're looking for. We have this sideways action. Look how many days here. Okay, so you're looking at this price channel right at the bottom here. That's 213.74. That's going to be very, very key level there. Okay, so if that is lost, then we're going to come right down to the bottom here, looking at 210.51. Okay, we have 209.64, we have 207.03, and then we'll come down here to 205.97, and then you got your big retest on here at 201.40 here on your 200 SMA here. Okay, now upside you can see here where this 8-day came down. Once it crosses that 21-day, that 50-day, and now it's looking across that 100-day here, that's really never good. However, there's a couple things I do want to show you here. Okay, so we look at the top of this candle. This is actually 224.26. There's a gap, okay, and then there's your fill here. Look at the bottom of the candle at 232.34, okay? So there's your gap, and there's your fill. So a lot of times that would be your resistant levels, okay? But first of all, you got to get through this 100-day. So on the upside, you got to watch that 219.55. That's going to be very, very key. And then we have that 219.53. So you're sitting pretty much right there. Okay, if we can rally up again, up that, your big target here is going to be, obviously, is going to be right there. It's going to be this gap, 224.26, and then we have 228.17, which is your 50-day. Then we'll have you at fill right below that, okay, at 232.34, and then we have your 21-day here at 238. 42. Now, this chart here is looking a little bit bearish, but however, see how this was right here, okay? We had this sideways action, pretty much the same kind of scenario. So you're below that 8-day, and it looked like it was going to come all the way down, and then it rallied right on up here. So never know what these earnings, what's going to happen. So when you look at it on a weekly chart here, okay, you're hanging right around that 21-day, 219.03. Now, actually, on the weekly, this is a very bullish chart here, because what you have a low, a higher low, a higher low, and a higher low kind of a situation. The key is this was that robo-taxi situation, okay? So it wasn't like a big kind of ordeal. So they just wanted to have this, you know, I think they were expecting a lot more than what that came out to be, okay? So again, if that's lost there, you have your 50-day and your 100-day, you're sitting around that 207 level, which would be just above there here, your 201. So these are your big key levels that you want to watch here. You watch that 207 level and watch this 201 level if this price channel here, 213.74, is lost, okay? Now, but the upside, just watch that 100-day, watch that 8-day. That's going to be very, very critical. And then we watch that gap, okay, that 50-day, and then we'll watch that fill. If we get above that, we can get that 238.42. So remember, you got the earnings. So if you're trading this here, what I'm going to do is just, I'll see if I can get a trade in there today, because this is really a good trader because it has a lot of movement there, okay? You're doing at least, you know, 3, 4, 5 points a day kind of a situation. So that's always good movement. But let's just see how those earnings shake out. A lot of times that can drop all the way down. If it happens to lose this price channel and drop all the way down here, this would be a good buying opportunity here to take that, you know, for a nice good scalp to take it back up here again. So let's just see how this all going to shake out. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil daily chart, natural gas. Take a look at the crude here first, okay? So this is where we went here yesterday, okay? So we made this, we had an inside day, Okay, and then what we did yesterday is we had a green candle, and it went right on up here very, very nicely. But you notice that it stopped. This is why you want to trade the charts. Now, after hours, you can see where it pulled back and it got way below that 8 simple moving average. And then today, okay, we rallied up. You couldn't make no higher high. We have an inside day here so far. But see, this is why you want to trade the charts, because that's where your big time resistance is. Okay, same way I pointed out here on natural gas. That is your big resistance area. And if you can't get through that, you're not going higher. Okay, so let's just look at the downside here first. Okay, so you want to look at today's low. You're looking at 70.23. Then what we'll do is we'll come down here to yesterday's low. You're looking at 69.35. And then we just follow the candles down, 68.46. And then we have that 68.17, which is a nice big retest. Obviously, if that's lost, we can come down here to the bottom here. You look at 67.57, 67.06, and then we have that 66.95. And then your big retest down here is 66.33, which is the bottom of that candle, and 65.27. But let's just see how this all shakes out. Now, there is a war premium going on here. Now, looks like Israel is going to retaliate. We just don't know what. If you're going to attack an oil facility or something on that order, well, then there's going to be issues, and crude could spike up much higher. If not, you got seasonality here going on here. So you don't really have a whole lot of, say, a positive as far as the cruise goes, except for that the war and the hurricane situation like we had here. Okay, let's look at the upside. Okay, we're looking here at this 8-day. You're looking at 70.58. And then we're looking at that 21-day at 71.64. And then we had right above it, we have that 71.84. Now, you have to get above that before we can get higher. So, again, say you can get above this 50-day, okay, and it closes and it goes right above that 71.85. Well, then what we do is we just look to the bottom of the candles here, okay? So you have 72.69, okay? Look to the bottom there. You got 73.26. We look to the top of that candle, 74.45, and then we come up to the top of here, 75.08, and then your big target there is 75.38 situation. And then right above here, we just followed up 77.26 and then 78.46. That's your recent high. But so I always wanted to point out that, see how we have this double top right into that 200-day? See that right there into that 100-day, okay? Right here into that 200-day. Right here into the 200-day, right here into the 100-day, and now it looks like we're having right here another situation going on here, right in here into this 50-day and 21-day. Okay, so we got to see how this all shakes out. So you really want to do today is watch yesterday's candle. Okay, watch that high, that 72.09, and watch that low at 69.35, and then that close at 71.31. That's what you're going to be trading against. Now, that EIA report will be out today at 10:30. Let's see if we can get any kind of a movement going on in either direction. It makes no difference to me. Okay, so we have RSI here. It's not really telling you much here. You're about 46 here. This here, your green is still below your red, but we got like a sideways tweezer action going on here. That could reverse up here, but we got to see how this is all going to shake out, kind of a situation here today. Okay, now natural gas here, well, you can see she ain't doing a whole lot. See this 8-day, across that 21-day, 100-day, 50-day, and now you're headed towards that 200-day. Okay, so this is going to be super big resistance, just like we have here. Okay, so downside first. Well, we're going to be looking to yesterday's low. That's going to be very, very key, looking at 2.27. And then we're going to come over here to this 200-day, 2.24. That's what you're looking for. And then we're going to look at the bottom of this candle, which is at 2.21. So just look at that price channel, 2.21. Okay, so that is your downside action. Okay, obviously, if it's lost, then what we do is we just follow the candles here all the way on down here. You got, 217. We got 214. We have 212, and then we just work yourself all the way on down. But right now, let's just watch this 200-day. That's going to be very, very key, and we're going to be watching that 221 here. But yesterday's candle, that high, that low, is what you're going to be trading against. Okay. Now, upside here, you can see where the 8-day now is lower, so that's going to be big time resistance. Okay, that's what you're looking for. 236. Okay. And then we look to yesterday's high, 237, and then we run right into that 50-day at 239, and then we have the Hondo there at 240. Okay, so all your resistance is right here. So the range you're trading, realistically, is between this price channel, 221, and that 8-day. Okay, so that's where we got to see. So obviously this is going to be coming down, so something's going to give. Is this going to blast up here, or is it going to push it all the way on down? Now, RSI, well, this is not oversold. This has room to go. The green is below the red. Doesn't look like it's curling up at all. So this is basically, for me, just a trading situation. Okay, there's nothing that says I'm going balls out long or I'm going balls out short. I'm just going to trade this situation and see how that works out. Same way with the crude here, but just watch yesterday's candle. That's what you're trading against. Watch yesterday's candle. That's what you're trading against. Okay, I'll be back here midday trading, and we'll take a look here at crude oil, natural gas, and then we'll throw something else in the mix. Now remember, the EIA report will be out 10:30 at crude oil. It could be a market mover. Let's see how it shakes out. All right, thanks for watching.